and A and B can together do a piece of work in 30 days. B and C can do it in 24 days. C and A can do it in 40 days. How long will they take to do the work together? Now see, if A and B can do a piece of work in 30 days, then what is the work done by A and B both? It is 1 by 30, right? Similarly, if B and C can do a piece of work in 24 days, then just give me a minute. So similarly, if B and C can finish a work in 24 days, then the work done by B and C is 1 by 24. And C and A can do a piece of work in 40 days. That means work done by C and A both is 1 by 40. Okay. So therefore, if I suppose let the individual work, let the individual work done by A, B, and C, work done by A, B, and C, be X, Y, and Z respectively. Therefore, according to this question, A and B can do a piece. What is the A and B can do a piece of work in 30 days. Therefore, what is X plus Y? X plus Y is 1 by 40, right? Because A and B can do a piece of work in 40 days or 30 days. Okay, 30 days it is. So it is 1 by 30. This is 1 by 30. Okay, call this equation number 1. Now B and C, it is given, can do the work in 24 days. B and C, that means work done by B and C is Y plus Z, which must be equal to 1 by 24. C and A can do this work in 24 days. That means work done by C and A is 1 by 40. Okay. Let us call this equation number 2, and let us call this equation number 3. Okay. Now these three are the equations. Now we need to solve for X, Y, and Z. Now remember, whenever you get this kind of an equation, X plus Y plus Z, and Z plus X, okay, you need to solve it in the following manner. See, you got equations 1, 2, and 3. You add 1, 2, and 3. Adding 1, 2, and 3, we get, what do we get? X plus plus Y plus Z plus Z plus X is equal to 1 by 30 plus 1 by 24 plus 1 by 40. Okay, now you see two x's are there, so this becomes 2x. Two y's are there, so this becomes 2y, and 2z are there, so this becomes 2z. Okay, is equal to, now you take the LCM of all this. What is the LCM of 24, 40, and 30? It is 120. Okay, you can find it out with your the way you find do your LCM. It is 120. 120 divided by 30 is 4. 4 into 1 is 4, plus 120 divided by 4 is 5. 5 into 1 is 5. And 120 divided by 40 is 3. 3 into 1 is 3. Okay, so what are you getting here? That means if you take 2 common, you're getting twice x plus y plus z is equal to 12 by 120. You can cancel this here, get 1 by 10. So that means you're getting twice x plus y plus z is equal to 1 by 10. That means if you divide both sides by 2, you get x plus y plus z is equal to 1 by 2 into 10. That means you get x plus y plus z is equal to 1 by 20. Okay, this you get as 1 by 20. Let us call this equation number 4. Now my idea is, the question here is to how long will it take them to how long will it take them if they work together. So what is the sum? X plus y plus z. X plus y plus z is the sum of the work done by A, B and C, right? X plus y plus z is the sum of the work done by A, B and C. Therefore number of days they will take to complete together, all working together. Number of days they will take to complete the work together is equal to 1 by work done by X, A, B and C, right? Which is 1 by 20, which is 20 days. So they are going to finish the work. If they work together, A, B and C, if they work together, they are going to finish the work in 20 days. Okay, now there's a second part to this question. The second part is, in what time can each finish it working alone? Now if they were not working together, okay, if they were working alone, then how many days would they take to complete it? Now see, from here we are going to find out X. What is X? X was the work done by A. What was we are going to find out Y, and we are going to find out Z. Now once we find out X, Y and Z, what are X, Y and Z? X, Y and Z individually are the work done by A alone, B alone and C alone. Okay, so if you take the reciprocal of X, you will get the number of days in which A finishes the work. That is 1 by X will give you the number of days in which A can do the work alone. 1 by Y will give you the number of days in which B can finish the work alone, and 1 by Z will give you the number of days in which C will take the to finish the work alone. But the point is how to find out X, Y and Z. Now see, we'll utilize these three equations and we'll utilize this fourth equation also to find out. Okay, so let's see. So we have, in order to find out X, what we do is subtracting. Suppose we have to find, you know that you know X plus Y plus Z here, right? And you want to find out X here, right? In which of these three equations X is not there? In this equation, Y plus Z. That means if I subtracting equation 2 from 4, what do we get? So 4 is this equation of yours. So you get X plus Y plus Z minus your equation number 2, Y plus Z minus Y plus Z is equal to, what is X plus Y plus Z? 1 by 20. And what is Y plus Z? It is 1 by 24. Okay. So that means from here you will get X plus Y plus Z minus Y minus Z is equal to, take the LCM here. What should be the LCM here? LCM again here will be 120. 20 and 24, LCM is 120. 120 by 20 is 6. 6 into 1 is 6. 120 by 24 is 5. 5 into 1 is 5. So what are you getting here? See, this Y and this Y cancel. This Z and this Z cancel. You're getting X is equal to 1 by 20. 120. So therefore, you're getting work done by A is how much? 1 by 1 by 20. So therefore, in how many days will A finish the work? Therefore, number of days taken by A to finish the work alone is equal to 1 by X, which is 1 by 1 by 120, which is simply 120 days. Okay, so if A was given the work to finish alone, then he would have taken 120 days to finish the work. Now the question is, in how many days will B finish the work? We'll proceed exactly similarly, but this time we are going to find Y. So this time what we are going to do is subtracting equation. Which equation should I subtract from which equation? Yeah, I have to find Y, right? So Y, in which equation Y is not there? In this equation Y is not there. So I'll be subtracting 3 from this equation, from 4. So subtracting equation 3 from equation 4. We get x plus y plus z minus z plus x is equal to x plus y plus z here is 1 by 20. And what is z plus x here? Z plus x here is 1 by 40. 1 by 40. Okay. So you open the brackets here. X and z are going to cancel. Minus z minus x is equal to 40 by 20 is 2. 2 into 1 is 2 minus 1. Okay. So this z cancels. X and x will cancel. So you're left with y is equal to 1 by 40. You're getting. That means work done by B is 1 by 40. So therefore, how many days will B take to finish the work? The number of days taken by B alone to finish the work is equal to 1 by y, which is 1 by 40, which is 40 days. These are the number of days in which B will finish the work. Similarly, we can find out C also. Okay, so which equation to subtract? In which equation is this thing Z not there? In this equation, x plus y. So we will subtract equation 1 from equation 4. So subtracting equation 1 from equation 4, we get x plus y plus z minus x plus y is equal to 1 by 40 was the value of x plus y plus z, isn't it? 1 by 20, sorry, not 1 by 40. So 1 by 20 was our value here. Okay, minus, and x plus y, the value of x plus y was 1 by 30. 1 by 30. So what do you have? X plus y plus z minus x minus y is equal to, now take the LCM here. LCM of 20 and 30 is 60. 60 divided by 20 is 3. 3 into 1 is 3. Minus 60 divided by 3 is 2. 2 into 1 is 2. So now here, this x cancels. This y cancels. You simply get z is equal to 1 by 60. So work done by z is how much? 1 by 60. So number of days taken by C alone to finish the work is equal to 1 by z is equal to 1 by 60, which is 60 days. Okay, so these are the individual time taken by A, B, and C alone to finish the work. So if A was given the work alone, he would have finished the work in 120 days. If B would have been given the work, then he would have taken 40 days. Okay, and if C would have been given the work, then he would have taken 60 days. I don't know why this is coming here. This is not a part of this problem. This is a part of the earlier problem. Okay, so this is what. Now what we have done here is just summarize this. We have taken individual work done by A, B, and C to be X, Y, and Z. Now it is given that A and B can together can do a work in 30 days. So that is work done by A plus work done by B must be 1 by 30. Similarly, work done by B plus work done by C will be 1 by 24. Therefore, we have Y plus Z is equal to 1 by 24. Similarly, Z plus X is equal to 1 by 40. Now, from these three equations, we calculate X plus Y plus Z. So we add three equations. Because why do we want to calculate X plus Y plus Z? Because it is the question is that in how many days if they work together, how many days will they take to finish the work? That is why I have calculated X plus Y plus Z here from these three equations. Okay, how did I do it? I added the three equations and I got the value of X plus Y plus Z. But X plus Y plus Z is the work done by A, B, and C together. So therefore, how many days will they take to complete the work? The reciprocal of the work done. So I have taken 1 by X plus Y plus Z in order to find out the number of days taken by all three to finish the work together. Okay. Now the question was, in how many days will A alone finish the work, and B alone finish the work, and C alone finish the work? Now the question was how to find out X, Y, and Z from these three equations. So in order to find out X, Y, and Z from these three equations, I am also using this fourth equation here, X plus Y plus Z. So when I want to find out X, what I do is I remove Y plus Z. How do I remove Y plus Z? See, Y plus Z I know 1 by 24. That is why I subtract the second equation from the fourth equation. Similarly for the others. Okay. Any questions in this problem? Go through this problem once again. If anything you come across that you can't understand, let us do the next problem. Let us do the next problem. The next problem here is number 14. In number 14, little bit of hints is given, but then that hint might be a little confusing. Okay, so let us try to do this. Now, it is given here that A is thrice a good workman as B. Now, what does it mean that A is thrice a good workman as B? If I say that I am thrice a good workman as you, what does it mean?
Sir, three times better.
That means which means that you take 3 days to finish a work, I finish it in 1 day, right? If I say that I am 3 times as good as you in doing a particular work, that means if you are taking 3 days to finish a work, I am taking only 1 day. If you are taking 6 days to finish a work, I am taking how many days? I am taking only 2 days, one third of the number of days taken by you, right? Isn't it? If I am saying that I am 3 times as good as you, that means if you can do a problem in 3 minutes, I can do a problem in 1 minute, right or wrong? Means here it is given A is thrice a good workman as B and B is twice as good workman as C. That means if I let's see, take X days to finish a work alone. Let C take X days to finish a work alone. Now what happens here? It is said that B, uh, it is said here that B is twice a good workman as C. Therefore, number of days B will take is how much? Number of days B takes to finish the work. B takes to finish the work alone. Now C takes X days. B is twice as good as C. That means B will take half of X, right? Because B is twice as good as C. So he'll take half of the time that C is taking. Also, number of days. How about A? It is said that A is thrice as good a workman as B. Now A is thrice as good as B. That means A will take how many days? Only one third of the time B takes. Therefore, number of days A takes to finish the work is equal to, because A is thrice as better than B, that means he take one third the time B takes, X by 2, right? So B takes X by 2 days and he takes this much days, which means X by 6 days, right? Now the question here is, all three took up the job and received 1000 as remuneration. Remuneration means salary, work. I mean, total money that they got for the work is called, remuneration. Find the share of each. Now, what the employer did was, he made them do the work A, B, and C, and at the end of when the work was finished, he gave them a sum of 1800 rupees and said, you now distribute among yourselves according to whatever work you have done. I have done my part. This is your 1800 rupees. Now they have to distribute 1800 rupees among themselves. Now, if you remember, according to formula number 3, I told you that the ratio of the division of money is always in the ratio of the work done. So you have to find out the work done by A, B, ratio of the work done by A, B, and C. Now see here, what is the work done by A? Work done by A. How many days is A finishing the work? X by 6. Therefore, work done by A will be 1 by X by 6, which is 6 by X. This is the work done by A. Similarly, work done by B will be 1 by X by 2, which is 2 by X. And the work done by C will be 1 by X, simply, right? So these are the work done. So what is the ratio of work done by A and B? Ratio of work done by A and B is equal to 6 by X. What is the work done by A? 6 by X. And what is the work done by B? It is 2 by X. Right? So that means 6 by X by 2 by X, which is 6 by 2, because X and X will cancel here. 6 by 2, which is 3 by 1, which is 3 is to 1. Right? So A is to B is, ratio of work done by A and B is 3 is to 1. Ratio of work done by B and C. Ratio of work done by B and C is, how much is the work done by B? 2 by X. And how much is the work done by C? It is 1 by X, which is 2 is to 1, right? But we have got these two ratios, 3 is to 1. That means A is to B, we have got as 3 is to 1. And B is to C, we have got as 2 is to 1, right? Now, how do I find A is to B is to C? You have done this in class 7. How to find A is to B is to C? If A is to B is given and B is to C is given, then how do you find A is to B is to C? You see that B corresponds to this, and here B corresponds to this, right? So you take these two numbers, right? And what is the LCM of 1 and 2? The LCM of 1 and 2 is 2. So therefore, this ratio, 3 is to 1, you multiply, since the LCM of 1 and 2 is 2, you multiply this by 2. 3 into 2, 1 into 2, right? So that I can make this 2, and you multiply this by 1. So 2 into 1, 1 into 1. So you're getting this as 6 is to 2, and you're getting it as 2 is to 1. So now these two are equal. These two are same. I multiplied this by the LCM of 1 and 2, okay, to make this 1 into a 2, so that these two are the same. Okay, these two. So I've got, so therefore, what is A is to B is to C? A is to B is to C will be 6 parts, 2 parts, 1 part. 6 is 2 is to 1. So therefore, this is the ratio of the division of money. So therefore, what is A's share? A's share, A is getting how many parts? A is getting 6 parts. Out of how many parts? 6 plus 2 plus 1. And what is the money that was given to them? 1800 rupees. So this was 6 by 9 into 1800, which is 1200 rupees. So A's share is 1200 rupees. What is B's share? B gets 2 parts. Out of how many parts? 6 plus 2 plus 1. Total money is 1800. So 2 by 9 into 1800, which is 400 rupees. And C's share is 1 part out of 9 parts. 6 plus 2 plus 1 parts. So this is 1 by 9 into 1800, which is 200. So out of the 1800 rupees, A gets 1200 rupees, B gets 1400 rupees, and C gets only 200 rupees. Okay. So if you just want to check whether your calculation is correct, you can add them. 1200 plus 400 plus 200. If you add them, how much is the total money that you should get? You should get 1800 rupees total. Okay. So that is how you do this. Now this is very important, how to convert ratios, because I hope you know this. Okay. You have done this in your class 7. Let us see the next problem here. The next problem that we are going to do is number 18. And this problem relates to negative work done. Till now, we have only dealt with positive work done. That is A, B, and C are working positively, a constructive work. Okay. A, B, and C are doing a constructive work. Now, what if A is doing a constructive work and B is doing a destructive work? Then what will happen under such a situation? Suppose A can build a wall in 10 days and B can destroy a wall in 2 days. Then suppose this A is building a wall and B is destroying the wall. Then how many days can A complete 10 walls? Because B cannot be stopped. B is destructive. He will complete his, he will do his destructive work. Okay, but A is constructive. He is doing a positive work. He is building walls in 10 days and B is destroying it in 2 days. Then in how many days will A build, say, 50 walls? It will definitely take him much more time, because one of the person is there to destroy his work. So let us see, this is the concept of negative work done. Destructive work is always negative work done. If you see in question number 18, one tap can fill a cistern in 3 hours. So there's a tap. You know, a cistern is, say, a tank. Okay, in 3 hours. So a tap can fill the tank in 3 hours. And a waste pipe can empty the full tank in 5 hours. Now there's a waste pipe at the bottom. You can consider it a leak also. Okay, there's a waste pipe. It is this leak is emptying the tank gradually. As one tap is filling, a leak is emptying the tank. Okay, so that is, the leak is doing what? The leak is actually doing negative work. It is doing destructive work. Tap is doing constructive work. Okay, in what time will the empty cistern be full? if the tap and waste pipe are kept open together. So now the waste pipe, the leakage is open. Okay, you have not blocked the leakage, and the tap is continues to fill the tank. And after as the tank fills the as the tap fills the cistern, this leak is simultaneously together. It is leaking it. Okay, the water is getting released. But since the tap is more faster, there will be a point when the tank will be full. Okay, because the tank because uh, see, the tap can fill it in 3 hours and the leak is emptying in 5 hours. That means work done by A is more than the work done by the work done, the constructive work done is more than the destructive work done. So definitely it will take longer time for the tap to fill the tank, but it will definitely fill the tanks at some point. Maybe not in 2 hours, maybe in 10 hours, but definitely it will fill. So the question is, how much time will it take? So first of all, if you see number 18, you will see that it can fill the tank. The tap can fill the tank in 3 hours. So what is work done by the tap? See, this is number 18. Work done by the tap. It is 1 by 3 because it can fill in 3 hours. What is the work done by the waste pipe? It can empty the tank in 5 hours. So work done by this is 1 by 5. And we add a negative sign here because this is doing just the opposite of what the tap is doing. That is why we add a negative sign here. So what is the total work done? It is the addition of these two. 1 by 3 plus minus 1 by 5. This is the total work done. This is 1/3 minus 1 by 5. Now you take the LCM. 15. 15 by 3 is 5. 5 into 1 is 5. 15 by 5 is 3. 3 into 1 is 3. So 2 by 15. Okay. This is the work done, total work done by the pipe tap as well as the waste pipe. So therefore, number of hours taken to fill the cistern will be reciprocal of the total work done, 1 by 2 by 15, which is 15 by 2, which is 7.5 hours. Okay, please go through this problem once again. Negative work done. Okay,